welcome. I know it's just the two of us. Never mind. There's three of us now. Rhea, I'm so sorry. We literally just went live. Welcome.
Oh shit!
Everyone.
Oh shit! We're being attacked. We're being invaded.
Everyone, welcome.
We're bad at timekeeping.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I love this. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our little after show. This is very chill. I have a blanket on. We wanted it to kind of be it's alright, we'll work it out. We wanted this to kind of be very chill. So, plus people have things on, so we're just like screen recording a group thing, just so like players can come and leave as they wish. And there's no like dramas there. People can stay as long as they want. Kiki.
Hi, Kiki.
So,
Welcome
to our first ever little after show. We're going to try and do these every week if we want to. I think we especially wanted to do one this week because of some certain events. On that, if you have not seen session 3, you should leave. There will be massive spoilers.
Massive spoilers.
Massive spoilers tonight.
From the get-go.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Kiki, you are quiet for me. I don't know if I know how to fix it.
You are also quiet for me.
Me?
Kiki. There's also some
Kiki,
echo
you are
somewhere.
I think
someone is echoing. Yeah, I can hear that. I don't
I
know
didn't
who it's
hear
coming
it
from.
before.
I don't hear it when Maddie speaks.
Hold on, wait.
Oh,
I
as
hear
in
it
you
when I
think
speak.
it's me.
Is it?
Potentially.
Don't think so. I've got the.
I
I'm
think,
wearing
Maddie,
headphones.
I think...
Is it me? Am I the problem?
It might, if you turn down the volume in your headphones, maybe. It might be, it's just...
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the
Everyone go to
drama.
settings and turn on echo cancellation, and that should help. If
Yeah, because I did the, like, remove... Wait, where do you do that? Settings?
I didn't have that, so for all I know, it's me.
I did the, like, remove
Just on
background
the-
noise thing.
On the right-hand side, it's just echo cancellation. Crap.
I don't see it. I'm not cool enough.
Wait.
Audio and video. Echo cancellation.
I don't hear it anymore. Oh, no, I do. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I think I turned it
I
on.
lied.
Is it gone now?
What is this? I'm still crying.
Is it
Money
gone?
does deserve a treat. I agree with underloved.
I'm still crying. I'm also here
I'm just gonna
to
call them
point give inspo to the party. Very true. This is called earning
Thank you.
points time. All right.
Give me,
I get extra
give me
credit!
treats.
Exactly. Okay.
I'm getting a
Kiki,
good grade
are
in
you- are
D&D.
you
Something
using the
possible and
correct mic and
normal to
everything?
want.
Because I don't think I can like turn you up individually. Oh, maybe I can.
uh,
I can. I can't. Wait, can I?
can?
Wait.
Yeah,
Look
keep-
at all
No.
these secret behind-the-scenes buttons on the stream.
It
Wow.
doesn't say.
God.
It doesn't say.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think people just have to turn themselves up individually.
Anyways,
Don't worry, chat. We're professional. It's okay.
yeah, we are. So we've got some questions that were asked in our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, you should totally do that. I didn't spell Discord right. Discord. Fuck. Yeah. That's enough of that.
Truly, it's such a great song.
Is
Honestly,
this is true.
I had no idea what My Little Pony was, but I was screaming to that song.
Oh yeah.
I turned up my mic volume like within my settings.
Oh, that's
Let me know
great.
if that's
Yeah, that's so
That's
much
actually
better.
much
So
better.
much better.
So
Hear
much
you.
better.
It honestly, it turns itself down every time I restart my computer, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh,
Question.
it happens to me all the time. Different programs.
Who
just
will
set
need to
volumes
like
at
fuck
different
off
times.
first so I can prioritize you?
Me.
Okay.
I have 23 minutes before I gotta be
Oh, that's
somewhere.
not too bad. All right.
Ah.
I will keep that in mind.
I got time.
So I'm looking at these questions, but if you guys have any questions in the chat and I see them, I will ask them. Otherwise, if I don't see them, Paige will send them to me. So yeah, we're good. All right. Welcome everyone. We have had 3 sessions of this campaign. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. You're all wonderful and cool, and thank you so much because this has been so much fun. I
It's
hope
been
you
so
guys
fun.
have had a good time, dear players, because I've been having
Yeah.
so much fun.
I've had a great time, and then I've been very sad.
And then traumatized.
You know, emotional
I don't know what
whiplash.
you're talking about. I think
Great.
it's all good.
I've
It's
gotten to do many bits. I can't complain.
Your bits have been so good, though.
I
Truly.
know my time is coming, and I will walk into it grinning.
Alrighty, we'll start off with a group question. I feel like Danny Carr. I'm having such a good time. Alright. From Rustable Cub. I know I've asked this for Tessa and Theo, but what do your characters taste when they drink ambrosia?
Oh, great
I
question.
have this. Let me go to my Google Doc.
By the
Oh.
way, y'all, and this is like a good tip if you're like a DM who's doing a long running campaign and you really want to encourage your players to like go crazy with it. I sent these guys, they didn't have to do it, but like as like a suggestion or just to think about a list of about 25 questions about the campaign to prompt character
It was a very
creation.
long list.
It was more so like I didn't even need you to send them to me, but even if you like read it and then had an answer in your brain, I'd be like, you did it. And one of them was, what does your character taste? Okay, who's got an answer?
I
Can do the
do.
Google Doc. I can't remember.
Give it to me.
I did it. Mine is Monique tastes cassoulet, which is a bean stew tomato dish. It's a very homely dish. Very home recipe sort of
Mm-hmm.
energy. But
I
yeah.
love that.
Think like the food tester in Ratatouille.
I was
Oh
just
my
thinking
God,
that.
Why did I
I'm like-
just say it
I'm
like
like-
that?
Ratatouille.
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 You mean
Well, that's-
Gustav?
Alright,
Ratatouille.
who else has one? I just realized.
Ratatouille. Oh, no.
Jezebel's is ginger tea with like lemon and honey. Because I always think that Jezebel is somehow just a little bit hung over all the time.
But
So like that just helps with like digestion and like tummy problems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have Canada Dry in Greece in 2005, so
Anyone else?
Oh, I did like 7 of these questions.
I think you
I was
answered
looking-
it in the Discord the other day, or
Did
maybe
I?
not.
Also,
I
I
know.
put some background music on. If it's too loud, let me know.
This music? Not for us.
No,
I
not
guess.
for you guys. You guys aren't special.
I remember I saw this question pop up in the Discord.
It's a bit
and I was
loud.
like, I should probably think of an answer for this, and then I spent all day not
Mhm.
thinking of an answer.
Yeah, truly.
Get back to you on that.
Oh man. It's a classic, but like chocolate brownie, man. Oh,
Mm,
Oh, chocolate
God,
chip.
Ugh.
I'm ravenous all of a sudden.
And dearest Kiki for Mila, do you have one?
No. Not at
Valid.
the moment.
Well, maybe
Mila
that will be
tastes pain and
revealed
suffering.
Yeah,
some
this
other
is all I know.
time.
I thought you were just gonna say Mila tastes paint, and I was like, oh shit.
Milo
God
is a
can't let me have one
eater.
good thing.
It's just that old meme of the grandpa that ate paint, and he just has it on his face.
Oh no.
Alright, next up.
Nice.
By the way, with all of these like group ones, I won't like go down the line. Just like if you have an answer, shout them out, and then we'll move on. Does your character have a celebrity
Oh,
crush?
yeah.
Be aware
A
that it
what?
is 2005. Does your character
A
have a
secret
celebrity crush? A
A
celebrity
secret
crush.
crush.
Celebrity.
Celebrity crush.
Oh,
Oh.
celebrity
okay.
crush.
Celebrity crush.
I have this one too.
2005.
Hugh Dancy.
What time did High
Real,
School Musical come out?
real.
Because you know what's on my mind.
Yeah, me and you, buddy. I know.
No, it doesn't exist yet. Oh my god, High School Musical isn't out yet. Fuck!
Oh yeah,
No!
2006.
Oh my god!
There
A
goes
time
my
before
answer.
High School Musical. I don't want it. I don't want it.
If we do season 2, it'll be 2006, and then you can.
Who's that guy? Hold
Yes.
I wrote this down because I wrote a list of her favorite movies and then how old she was on their release dates. So 100%, I think her celebrity crush would be, probably from when she was like 8 years old, and she went to see The Princess Bride. So it's probably Carrie Elwes who plays Wesley. Like, that
Oh,
would
hell
probably be the
yeah.
next, like 100%.
Period.
That's such a
Period.
good answer. Holy shit.
I
I'm
think
gonna go.
I think Sasha's is also Hugh Dancy. Jezebel and Sasha connect
Correct
on that
answers.
front.
It's
Correct.
it's either Hugh Dancy or Gene Wilder.
Actually,
And-
Sasha's crush is Hugh Dancy and Anne Hathaway, both of them.
Oh hell yeah.
Because I don't Pirates of the Caribbean didn't come out until like 2007 or even
2003.
2003.
Oh.
I changed my answer.
2003.
Hang
I've
on.
changed my answer. Sasha's crushes were Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom in that movie.
So, Monique was 25 on that release. I have that as one of her favorite films as well.
Period. Period. You get it. You get it.
Hugh Dancy, wasn't he the guy in Ella Enchanted?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
that
where
is
we're
exactly what I'm
referencing Ella
thinking of.
Enchanted.
I was literally like looking up when we were talking before we started, and I was like talking about Ella Enchanted, and I was like, when did the movie Ella Enchanted come out? It was 2005, wasn't it? And it's 2004!
Period. Anyone else got one?
Oh.
For Ash. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
For Ash, let's be real. It's probably one of the Spice Girls. Come on. Which
Real?
one?
Which
They don't
one?
know. They don't know.
All of them.
All of them.
Real.
Look, all I'm saying is that the most devastating thing that can happen to Ash in this campaign, regardless of anything else, is people
Spice
telling
Girls.
it's someone telling them that they broke up. Okay, that's gonna destroy
I secretly
them.
was waiting for like Kaya to be the one that tells you, but it was never.
No.
Kaya.
Just like it's okay. Everything you've done, it's okay. Also, the Spice Girls broke up. You're dead to me, actually. That is it.
It's so good. It's a shame they'll never see each other again.
That
You know,
is
shame
wow.
they'll never perform again.
Wow.
Yeah,
You know what? That's
absolutely.
okay. That's how Monique will point a gun at Ash, because Monique doesn't know that Ash likes Spice Girls so much. She'll just wait for that moment. She'll be like, you know, they broke up, right? The spice it is no more.
I will
No more
say,
Spice.
just to give people context, the Spice Girls did come out of nowhere, but it didn't actually. We have 3 recorded one-shots for like our pre-one-shots that we are holding on to, and we will eventually like release. And in that, B and Faye did a one-shot together in which Ash discovers the Spice Girls. So that's why the Spice Girls is referenced so much. I think genuinely that's the only running joke that like made it from the one shots. And I was like, it's not that bad because everyone loves
Truly,
the Spice
it's so
Girls, so
good.
we'll just let it happen.
Mm.
It was kind of random to begin with, so
Yeah, I think I just pulled it out of my ass because I was like, I know the Spice Girls. I was into the Spice Girls as a 5-year-old. I didn't
think
know
we- I
anything
think we
about
had
them, but I
mentioned
knew
it to
wannabe.
each other earlier, and then we had the Spice Girls in our
Oh,
mind.
yeah.
Anyways, Faye, how does it feel to be the funniest bitch ever? Honestly, every time Jezebel says something, I'm laughing.
Vindication!
Real.
It's great. I love doing a bit. I love being a really, really funny guy with just some intense trauma that they're bottling up.
Mhm.
Yeah, how's that deflection going?
How's that going for you?
How's your
bestie?
mom doing?
Oh,
Oh!
She's fine.
I was gonna say you should have picked the other parent.
I was about to be like, I'm
The
sorry,
other
Monique, I
one.
won't ask. I know how your father's doing,
Too
actually.
soon.
I'm not
Too
going.
soon.
I know
how
he's doing.
I know how he's doing. That's why I didn't ask.
Real.
My mom's actually doing great. Is the pain
I
is
love
that
to
I
hear
can't
it.
be with her.
Anyways, you don't have to answer this if it's gonna be like spoilers. What is your character's happy ending? What does it look like?
Oh.
Getting to live a normal family life.
I forgot to say who was answering these questions. So the Faye question was
Oh.
from Oz, and this one was from Rustlecup. continue.
Okay.
So yeah.
Happy ending. Oh fuck. Okay. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious for Ash. Is getting to live happily with their sibling again. I think.
Yeah.
Will that happen? We'll see.
I think for Mila, it's something that's literally just as simple as not being a burden to everyone else around her.
Oh,
Fuck.
As long as people are alive and she's not like being an inconvenience by existing near them, she's happy. That is her happy ending.
Bless. Faye, have you got one?
I'm trying to think because I'm not sure, but I also think it might be just like Jezebel isn't sure of like the thing that she wanted real bad was to truly like get off the island and not be bored anymore. But at the same time, she doesn't really know what that looks like. So like, I feel like just like traveling, just not being stuck in one place is like her dream of like just being able to travel and like being able to explore and like knowing that monsters would be coming after her, but being able to like be like, yeah, I mean, Gherkins in Greece, what can you do?
It's just, I'm sorry, you said to continue to be entertained and not to be bored anymore, and my brain immediately went to Kaya, spoilers everybody, stabbing Hephaestus and looking over it, are you not entertained?
Unreal.
Game of Thrones doesn't come out for another like 10 years, but oh my god.
Good
This would
luck.
make an amazing book, but not right now.
Ree, I know that we'll probably find out eventually, but can you talk a little bit about why Monique doesn't want to go on quests? You can give as much or as little information as you want.
Monique's last quest didn't end very well. And she felt directly responsible, and was blamed by a lot of people for being directly irresponsible, and the kind of shame from that has pushed a lot of guilt onto her. So she's very hesitant to want to leave the island again.
That makes sense.
Ew.
But she used to quest a lot back in the day.
In the golden era.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
I mean, she technically would be fire. No.
From Rusty will come again. This one just says, what is your favorite / least favorite monster to fight? I'm going to assume this isn't in this campaign because you haven't fought that many. But if you guys like have a favorite,
Kaya's my least
type,
favorite monster.
a favorite like least favorite or favorite type, or like one that you've played in the past, or just in general something you're like dreading. I don't know. Take this question as you will.
My least favorite? Shambling mounds. Fuck those things. I hate them.
I was literally about to say shambling mounds.
Shambling mounds are
fucking
rough.
hate them.
They
Truly,
take
they
have
are
like
rough.
resistance to like everything, and then you're like, all right, I'll hit them with the fucking power of the sky. It's like, oh, you just healed it
What
actually.
are the ones
Dude.
that are like the they're like the little ghostly things, and they're also like
Will-o-wisps?
Will-o-wisp? Fuck will-o-wisps. They are.
You know what? Also, it's such a basic thing. Fuck trolls. Trolls are so annoying. Trolls are so fucking annoying. If your initiative is shit and like you manage to just kill one of them without doing the fire acid damage, and then they proc back up to 10 and then smack you for fucking like 20
I
HP,
hate
I'm like,
trolls.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I've had so
Look,
many
all I'm
trolls in
saying is
campaign
there
I'm
are
playing.
two types of people in this world. The people who say fuck trolls, and the people who fuck trolls. Anyway,
Who wants to entertain?
and then you get the few people who do both. You know?
Moving on.
Oh man, least favorite?
I feel like I haven't been in enough combat to truly have a least favorite, which is a shame because I love combat.
My favorite things to fight are always people, like people with consciousnesses and brains who are like heavily connected to the story, and fighting them is a moral problem.
Yeah,
Let there be story
honestly,
there.
I kind of agree, because with that as well, you then also get, because with that there's a certain level of intelligence that you don't get with monsters, where like monsters are like, I feel like every monster fight, it's like they hit the person who hit them most recently, but like when it's fighting people, they're like, that's the healer, that's the wizard who's squishy, kill, and it's like, well, shit, it is not keep the wizard in the back anymore. This is a problem, and this is going to be difficult. You have like the tank at the front that's like, hit me, stop walking around me, no, hit me.
Honestly,
those are the worst.
the least favorite combat period is just one that feels unnecessary. Like if you're throwing monsters at me just so that there's a fight, that is my least favorite personally.
Yeah.
Least favorite monster in general, Shambling Mound, but least favorite combat experience, that kind of shit. Give me story.
See, I'm a big lover for actually just combats being thrown. I think any party is actually too OP if they get a chance to go straight into a fight and it's one combat, because the whole process of a lot of long rests and short rests and stuff, short rests are king for dungeon crawlers and stuff and that sort of thing, but without those continuous combats and without those continuous interactions, because of course in the D&D books they suggest having 6 not just combats, but 6 things that cause people to waste their abilities and stuff, and waste those things. And that gives them more of a more of a crutch when it comes to those bigger fights. So I actually love those. Yeah, give me ideas to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm a basic bitch. Like my favorite monster is a dragon. I I love fighting
Oh,
dragons.
love
I
Dragons
will
are
fight a
super,
dragon any day.
Dragons are
super
great.
intelligent.
one-shot
They're
a
super
dragon.
intelligent. They've got great spells. They've got fantastic. Having a brass dragon who can do a sleep breath of cone. If you've got like a paladin who's got shield master, you can make a dexterity saving throw. Use your shield master reaction. You're blocking a whole fire breath with a shield, and you're not taking any damage. It's cool as fuck. Dragons
so
offer you
cool.
the
So
best
good.
cinematic moments.
They're great.
That
Anyway,
truly
I'm
it
a
is the reason they
basic
called it
Dungeon
Dungeons and
and
Dragons.
Dragons.
I'm
Truly,
a-
that is why they call it Dungeons and
I'll-
Dragons.
I love a dungeon. I love a dragon.
I'll
Truly.
move on. We've gotten this question twice from Oz and from Save My Dragon. What is you or your PC's favorite Spice Girl?
I don't think Mila knows who the Spice Girls are, being completely honest. Somebody
Me
has
They
as
to
a-
know
introduce
the
her.
the
Oh.
vague ramblings you would have gotten from Ash through.
She deadass
Yeah.
is just gonna think that
Through
there's people who
Jezebel.
sell spices. She's so
Yeah.
confused.
I also think that Jezebel has probably encouraged that idea of like, yes, turmeric is often known as a sporty spice. Yes.
Mm.
They sell spice to babies.
Yes. Have you not heard of
Why
baby
would they do
spice?
that?
Garlic.
No.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Every child should have garlic.
I
Yes.
think paprika is more appropriate.
My favorite personally is Sporty Spice, underrated queen. She had the best voice out of all of. Well, Mel B had a really good voice, but
I was
What
about to
Mel
say
C-
Scary Spice.
Scary
Mel
Spice,
C
yeah,
was
probably.
holding
It's
notes.
probably Scary Spice.
Scary
Ash
Spice
isn't
is
aware of it
good.
yet, but like,
I don't know
Um,
enough about the Spice Girls to actually
Fair
know.
enough. You know, Spice Girls
Monique
were the-
probably. That's the thing. Monique would probably know nothing about them individually. Ree is a big fan of Posh Spice purely because I'm like, that's a business queen. She could not sing
No
for shit.
talent,
But you know what?
vibes.
She looked good, and she also
Yeah.
marketed the Spice Girls. She's the reason they got
She
their
was the
record
face.
labels. You
She
know,
was the face of
get
the Spice
it
Girls.
early.
I
Her
genuinely
face
don't
card.
know the individual Spice Girls.
you know what? I'm just gonna go
I
back
knew
to Faye for a
sporty
second.
spice.
Faye, I love how you have an entire bit based around the Spice Girls whilst knowing nothing about. It's
That-
so good.
I'm something of the posh spice of the group.
Yeah. Posh Spice is a daughter of Aphrodite. I will die on this hill. Using her face card to just get through life through vibes and vibes alone. Riz and nothing else. Okay, this was a particularly evil question from Rustable.
Oh no.
Who is the fairest between Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera?
I'm not going to answer this.
Not
question.
answering that question.
Who is that?
Are we?
Wait,
Who is they?
fairest is in like prettiest, like most
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Out
I
of who
mean-
again?
In-
Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera. Who should I give this apple to?
In fairest of terms of like judiciary fairness, I feel like Athena would be
Okay.
the most judiciary fair. Not pretty, not pretty, but like Not that she's not pretty at all. Not prettier than Aphrodite,
You're
of course.
digging.
but-
Stop.
I can't
Stop.
believe,
Put the shovel
I
down.
can't believe
Put it
people
down.
started the second Trojan War. That's insane. Alright.
I'm about to get smited again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna
From-
say Aphrodite. I feel like, you know.
I was
that's
thinking
a
of
girl-
like
That's
yeah.
a girl who came out the ocean with those little tummy that made me feel good about my body. I'm like, yeah, you straight out the ocean naked, queen. Get it?
Mm.
Slay.
Anyways,
moment.
from
I-
Save My Dragon, what is your one of your favorite moments from the campaign so far?
I'm gonna look through my
Truly,
notes.
truly, the start of episode 3 and the very end of episode 3. Truly, though, both of those were fucking insane.
The start of episode 3,
Like,
yeah, I really liked it when everyone got Macca's.
so good. You know when it. All right, chat. If spoilers, okay, go watch episode 3. If you're still here
If
somehow.
you're still here, why? Go watch episode
Stop!
3.
You're getting so many
You're
spoilers.
wasting
Yeah,
your
no,
time.
Kaya showing up for me personally. Kaya just showing up. I was not expecting it because I was like, this is something that will come down the road. This is like an end game goal, like side goal for my character. Like this isn't something that'll come up to like at least episodes like 6 or 7 at the earliest. There's no way, and I have no idea in what capacity. But then episode 3, hey, we're getting a guest in. Oh wow, I wonder what they'll be playing. Oh, they're playing an NPC from my backstory. Oh my
Mm.
god, that was insane. Was not expecting it. Was an absolutely insane reveal.
A side
yeah.
note: the keyboard tapping is very loud.
Oh yes, Key, we can definitely
My
hear your
apologies.
keyboard. No, you're good. Yeah, so definitely that reveal, and then just the complete flip end of it at the very end, just the emotional whiplash, truly so good.
I think my favorite part is technically a cheat because it is from the one shot that we did before with V and me.
Uh-huh.
Because there was a part where I was laughing so hard I was nearly screaming.
I can't
because-
wait for the one shot to come out. I just
because
want
it was
that
a-
clip.
It was a
No
bit
context.
done where I realized I could use disguise self on any humanoid person, and I don't know about other DMs, but Maddie counts centaurs as humanoids, so I did disguise myself as Kyron. But at the time, I thought that that Ash and Jezebel would need to do like a 2-man horse, like a costume sort of thing to make it work.
There was not going to be a horse's ass. I refused.
Trying to explain it in character while still processing the idea, and I was dying.
Very funny.
I have chicken
my
nuggets.
mind.
I'll be right back.
Yay.
Hell yeah!
I think
Oh.
my favorite bit was I think my baby driver moment. I really enjoyed that. I
That
think
was
that
so
was my
good.
favorite. I never get to be baby driver. That made me feel very good in my
Mhm.
my family car, in my my family car. I got to have my mum baby driver. I felt like the queen from Barbie. I can't remember her name, but like the mum from Barbie. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
where she's
yeah.
like, get in, and then she's just driving a family car, and she's like, yeah, well, I've been doing my best as a mom, and then she drives over the boulevards. You know, I'm like, yeah, yeah. I want you to know, I think about that sometimes. I'm in my little fucking manual car. I'm in my
I wonder
I
how
believe
much
it.
RAM
I've been
damage
in
I
it.
can do in this
I'm in
car.
my Ford B-Max. And I've got a new car, Faye. You haven't been in my new car yet.
Hell
It's a
yeah!
big car. I've got a family car now. I
Oh
have
my
got
God,
a
suck
family
mum
car now.
car,
That's
Oh.
what I
fucking
have.
go.
And
Mum
I'm
car.
in it. I'm in my
Mother
bronze
is mothering.
Ford B-Max, and I'm like
Mm.
pulling out, and I'm like swerving around, like doing a quick like what should be a 3-point turn, like for a reverse. I'm doing it in one, and I'm like like
Okay, but tell me the best
subtitled
part.
laugh in French.
Please, please tell me the best bit from that whole
Chicken
scene.
nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. My favorite part from that whole scene though has to be the bit where she turns to the mom and it's just like, where'd you learn to drive like that? Well, that was this guy. Who was dad? Yeah, it was Dad.
Yeah.
It's such a small bit you can easily miss, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Truly.
Um,
That does have to be my last question, though. I do have to dip. I have a
Okay,
thing I've got to go to. I love you, chat. You're all very wonderful. Be very wonderful to these lovely people.
Bye,
And I will see you
Gabby.
all. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm
Ciao.
going and doing a thing. Maybe I'll be
Kiki,
back later if you guys are still going. Who knows?
What was your favorite part?
Well, before I go.
Or
No,
just yeah,
You.
you're leaving.
Oh wait, no, I've already done my bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye. Favorite part of the campaign?
Yeah, favorite moment.
Honestly, probably when Kaya goes and fucking murders Hephaestus. When Kaya sends to God Killer, just because it justified my inner feelings. It was like, that
felt
bitch was
vindicated.
sus!
Real. We've got a question for me from Underleveled, I'm assuming. On average, how much prep time do I do before each session? Some people know this, some people don't. I've technically played this campaign before. It was extremely different, but the arcs are really similar, so I don't have to do as much prep as I did for that one, because I kind of know the vibes. On average, I don't usually take that many notes, because I do like to do a lot of, I'm an improv DM, definitely first, but definitely with this kind of campaign, I do a lot more prep than I normally would. So instead of like a dot point, I have about 5 now. I'm growing up in the world. In terms of prep time, I might prep for like 2 hours on and off throughout the week. I spend more time doing the caption transcript, if I'm honest. I did all of the big prep before the campaign started. Now I'm doing little bits of prep, so I can make sure that these guys can do whatever the fuck they want, and we all have a good time. Yeah. Knowing what your characters do now, is there a mistake in their past that they would change? You can simply answer yes or no if you want to keep it a surprise. That's from Rustwalker.
No.
Yes.
Wait, can you repeat the question again? I don't know
Knowing
if I
what your
listened to it
characters
properly.
do now, is there a mistake in their past that they would change? You can answer yes or no if you want to keep it a surprise.
Yes.
Kiki, I love Mila so much. What is her relationship with the other demigods? We know she's friends with Ash, Theo, and somewhat Jezebel. What are her thoughts on the others?
So Mila kind of lives a very sheltered-ish life, even on camp. Even on campgrounds, like you see it in episode 1 in which the satyr like comes up and still stays 10 feet away from her. Her reputation does precede her in the bad luck. Nobody wants to be affected by it. But that's something that has brought her and Ash together, is just kind of having unfortunate events unfold around them. And so they're kind of like this, they're besties, absolute together now. I'm now realizing that Mila's a little bit protective over Ash and or was jealous. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still processing those feelings on her behalf. But for the others, such as Jezebel, Monique, and Tessa, she's never met Tessa before. She's only heard about Tessa, and occasionally has seen her working with Cersei in small glimpses, but she never met Monique before, had no idea who that person was just like, that's a thing that happened, and I'm gonna let them have their space, and I'm gonna stay over here because they're working in a forge, and if I get close, that's not gonna be good for anyone.
Smart.
And then Jezebel was someone who was friends with Ash, so occasionally, like, Mila would come in contact with Jezebel, but I don't think they had
Yeah.
anything more than
It's
like, an
truly,
acquaintance.
it wasn't necessarily a good part of Jezebel that was
cut my
like,
hair!
I'm going to be around Mila because it's interesting when bad things happen.
Mhm.
Because it was sort of a form of entertainment of like, I'm just going to stand back and watch, I suppose. I don't think I can do anything, so I'll just enjoy.
Yeah, I think she's come to like a few of like Jezebel's little like mini parties or whatever, and that's probably one of the times in which she let Jezebel cut her hair.
Yeah,
Definitely.
truly being like, no, just relax. This is an easy environment. Nothing. It's not any big deal here.
Well, Okay, okay.
Why would you trust the Dionysus kid over the
Dionysus
Aphrodite girlies?
Yeah.
Very
Aphrodite girlies
trusting.
canonically, like, there's like the few of them that have their cosmetology degrees, and because IA functions on a bartering system like prison, the Aphrodite girls have got it going. I think we canonically we had one girl whose name was Lena. I remember now.
Yeah.
And Lena from the Aphrodite cabin is the one who does everyone's braids, and she
Yeah.
has so many favors. She's probably one of the most powerful demigods in the camp because she has talent, talent and patience.
I realized I
Alrighty.
didn't mention Theo whatsoever, and that Theo and her are also very close because they went on a quest together and that went wrong.
Yeah.
That's all.
And Manny, how fun is it to bamboozle your players, and what has been the funniest line they've said in your opinion? It was very fun. I love being on the receiving end of like twists like that, so I definitely like to pass that on to my players. I think it just kind of like, especially when they're connected to people's backstories, I think it makes them feel like I'm paying attention, and it's not just to do with the plot, it's to do with them as well, which is really fun. And the funniest line is, because I saw it again the other day and I literally like folded over laughing, was the, oh yeah, that smells like a dead dog.
That smells like the inside of a
Of
dead dog.
How do you know what that smells like? Oh, questions! Questions! That and also, when someone's just like, maybe it's this, maybe it's Maybelline, and then I think Tessa went, maybe it's a mistake. I laughed so hard. Okay. When and how did your characters first learn they were a demigod?
I joke about it, but I think it was genuinely turning water into wine.
Period.
It was like a moment of like, I don't think this is supposed to. This is how. I don't think water fountains normally use Chardonnay. I don't think.
You drank
Is
it,
this
you're like,
normal?
"Bleh."
Is this a normal public school thing? And then her mom was like, ah, shit.
Ah, the talk.
Scheiße.
That one rave that I went to in the 70s really fucked me over.
When I was
this
getting my master's degree in psychology and the god of madness slept with me.
College is crazy.
It's like, damn, your
either of
degree's
you
so
two have
hot.
things? You don't have to share if you don't. Jesus, Belle.
I fully think that Monique and her mum, like, I think Mon was a very late bloomer because a lot of hers is very physical in how she reveals herself and stuff, and they probably just thought she runs a little hot sometimes, like she's just warm to touch, like she's just one of those walking radiator people, you know. I think genuinely her first inkling that she was a demigod was being dropped in the ocean when she was just at home having tea with her mum after school, and then just being in the ocean and having a voice in her head saying swim, and she's like, I guess. I think that was fully her first inkling, and then getting like a very panicked like mum, like eventually calling up like the camp and being like, what the hell? I think having a crisis on the beach when like a centaur rocks up and she's like, I'm dead, I died.
This is the weirdest
I
episode I've ever thought of.
I am dead.
So
I am seeing horses. Is this heaven? It is not what I thought. It is one for heaven.
That wasn't in the Bible.
Do you have one for Miley?
For Mila, it's a lot more of a passive thing. She didn't like come to know she was a demigod. It was something that was told to her. But up until then, like, she was dead ass just insanely lucky her whole life. And at one point, her dad just kind of sat her down and was like, "Okay, so now that we have a stable house and stuff, you need to
Think
go
about
on a
the
trip."
term "get lucky" in a different context. About 15
Well,
years ago.
Her dad got lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so it was one of those talks where it's like, okay, you're like 13 now. we have to have the talk. And she's like, I already know what puberty is. And he's like, no, that's not what I mean. We have to have a different talk, love. Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Ree, have you considered a gun that fires celestial bronze bullets? Isn't it like canon in Percy Jackson universe that like guns don't work or something?
I mean, if you make the right
like a
gun.
thing. I can't even remember.
Trying
There
to
was a
remember
joke
because
about
I
it.
know Sally Jackson had a shotgun in the
Oh my
last
goodness,
Olympian.
Hunter Cam, that is so kind. That will go towards our music license for next month.
Oh, yeah.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Huntington
much. That's
camaraderie.
incredible. I think I'm a big fan of Artificer Make a Gun. Truly. I've not built a character that's going to be able to fire the gun well and
That's
actually be able to
true.
achieve damage. So
She
I
could make
would-
one for
I'll-
someone.
selfishly, I don't want to make a gun and give it to someone else.
That's fair.
If I make a gun, I want gun my gun. You know, and
I just like to imagine Monique with a fucking shotgun, like an old lady running out of her home, like get out my lord. Oh, very
So, see,
Jamie Lee Curtis in like the later Halloween movies.
Oh my god, yeah. I think I'm a big fan of using other like because I've built Monique to be very support buff. It honestly the things that I would make would just be like, how can I modify your thing to make it better? And then other people with their like comfort weapons and stuff being like, no, this was like a family heirloom, and she's like, you need to
Anyways,
sleep at some
Gong.
point. That's mine now. I'm sorry, what were you saying? Is she completely tears it apart to put it back together differently?
It's fine. I'm just
but
making
yeah,
some
no,
changes. Is melting it. I'm back to
So
produce
maybe
this
I
show
will.
on top
Maybe
of
I'll
all
make
this
like
stuff.
a cannon for the car. Maybe I'll make a cannon for the car.
Ooh, that
Or
would
even
be good.
harpoon.
A
Well,
harpoon. Oh, a
the-
harpoon's such a good shout because we could do a
Like-
harpoon as the ship as well.
I think the ship does have artillery, from memory. I think it's on there.
Interesting.
It does.
It just comes out of the headlights
It's
in the
just
car.
that it's one of those
So
things
what
where
we're-
it's sometimes not worth it to operate because it's like it takes like a whole action to reload. It's one of those. But yeah, Hunter Cam is now
So-
one of our producers.
Oh,
Thank you,
Thanks,
Hunter Cam.
Hunter.
amazing! Thank you, Hunter Scam. So here's a question for you, Manny. If the ship has artillery, surely there's got to be a way that I can get the artillery out in the car.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to the car. I mean, the car has its little ram feature. Like I said, whatever you do to the car in its form will like appear again the next time it's there. So like, yeah, if you guys have downtime later, the sky's your fucking limit. I'll just provide the stat blocks.
You know, honestly, I'll just make a ramming front. I'll make it so it's
Oh, like a
there's got,
rhubarb?
like a point.
Just-
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright. Given another chance, would you try to steal the black sheep again?
No, I'm out.
That's
I'm
fine.
out. I didn't
I
care
don't
for the
know.
black sheep. I didn't want it.
I think if
Yeah,
Theo
well.
hadn't, Jezebel probably would.
Fair enough.
Or else I would have tried to persuade the Cyclops into giving us the
We
sheep.
just, I need you to now picture the fight with the cyclones with the sheep in the car just going nah the entire time.
No.
Oh my god.
Have you
That was
ever
actually a
heard
really
of a
good sheep
mascot?
noise, though. That was a great sheep noise.
My hidden talent is animals expressions.
Monique, have you never heard of a mascot?
It's still got levitate attached to it. You've just tied it to the back of the car.
It's
and
just on the
flying.
floating like a balloon.
Monique's like, I've heard of animal abuse.
If you guys could create your own D&D group of celebrities, can be alive, dead, or fictional, consisting of a DM and some players and yourself, who would be in it?
David
God.
Tennant would be amazing at D&D.
Oh, so fucking true. And Jack Black.
Jack
Yeah.
Black. Honestly, let's get some more Doctor Who in here. I would invite Peter Capaldi because I feel like that motherfucker is a great role player, and I want him in that party.
Yes.
I want to see James Akers.
Catherine
to play
Tate.
Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, Catherine Tate and David Tennant at
Yeah.
the same table. I
Yeah.
want James Acaster there for vibes. I just think anyone who's been on British Taskmaster, get them in there. Get them in.
I
Give me
want-
Taskmaster.
I want Robin Williams as well.
Robin Williams.
I
Robin
was about to
Williams
say
as the
Robin
DM.
Williams.
As the DM.
Robin Williams as the DM was literally what I was like waiting to say. Like he's 100% like Robin Williams as the DM.
We were on the
I think
same page.
Idris Elba, he's fantastic at improv. He can do a lot of comedy and a lot of dramatic stuff. Aquafina, she would be so freaking funny. Have you seen like her improv stuff? Like she's so fast. I just think they would be incredible.
Other
Absolutely
iconic
incredible.
improvers are like Will Ferrell and Mike Myers, aka the devils of SNL, who made everyone great every single thing they
Truly.
ever did.
Truly.
Oh, and Steve Carell would also be very fucking funny.
I
Alright,
would
there's so
also
many.
bring-
Basically, any comedian would be hilarious.
I would also bring Michael Sheen just to spite David Tennant and watch them bicker lovingly. But
Yeah, give
I'd
me a
watch them
table.
bicker.
Give me a table of like David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Michael Sheen, like all of
Freddie
them.
Mercury might be fun.
Love. Alright.
Oh my god.
Who of the characters is most likely to punch a child?
Oh, Jezebel.
If the child was being a dick, yeah, Jezebel.
Jezebel and Theo.
Jezebel, I was about to say Jezebel and Theo.
Talk shit,
Honestly-
get hit.
Tessa would too, I think.
That was a good moment from last session.
The real question is, how many of us wouldn't hit a child? I think it's 50-50
Yeah,
here.
that's fair enough, actually.
Yeah, Monique would never.
Milo would never. I don't see Ash as hitting a child.
I don't know if this is a question for me
I-
or the group, but I'm gonna propose it to the group. On a scale of 1 to 10, how severe are the consequences for Kaya's actions going to be?
Pretty severe. Yeah.
I won't say, because I know the answer.
Honestly, scale of 1 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Oh.
Mm.
Can you explain your reasoning there? I'm curious.
If Monique were to be any other class, she would be a redemption paladin. She would not do unto others the disservice that has been done to her.
Love that.
Fair.
Redemption Paladins are so good. Do you know what's better than a Redemption
They're
Paladin?
so good.
A Redemption Paladin into Oathbreaker. Ooh, buddy.
Or an Oathbreaker into redemption paladin.
Love that.
Vengeance to Oathbreaker to redemption.
Maybe that's what Kaya will be, right?
It's just a
Maybe
circle,
that's what she'll be.
Right?
if we don't kill her first.
Fair enough.
Mistakes happen all the time.
Where do you want to go on a vacation in universe?
Wait, us as players?
Maybe whatever you want.
I mean, I'd like to see Ayaya.
I would personally like to see Ayaya. And Mount Olympus.
I think I feel like IIS might be one of like the safest places to be, like as a demigod, because it's quite literally built for it.
I want to see Cersei in person and see how scared I get immediately.
Oh, I would be shitting myself. Like,
The power. The power.
love her.
No, I'm so anti like any like magic stuff that I'm like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna. I would actively stay away from anything that looked remotely magical, curious in any way, anything that looked ever so slightly not like I see like anything slightly spooky or anything where my friends like, oh, that's like some face shit, we should go check it out. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm going back to town. I'm going to get a coffee.
Yeah,
Absolutely fucking
And
not.
that's the UK way. The UK people understand and are, especially, my family was like Scottish Irish, and like my grandparents were probably the most like paranoid people on planet. Not paranoid. What's the word I'm looking for?
So paranoid.
Superstitious. They were the most superstitious
Yeah.
people ever, because all of them are. They're just like, I hear a noise. No, they're like people
No.
from
That's-
Appalachia. It's very
That's
that.
also like, I suppose I'm speaking a bit for the Midwest, but like, you don't fuck with a noise that you hear out in the yard. You don't fuck with any of that. Especially also like in the Appalachian, like mountain. No, you don't
Yeah.
fuck with anything.
It's
I don't-
The same in Ireland.
I don't-
Because of like.
I do
they
not.
Ireland have the bad fae. The bad fae are in Ireland. It's not good.
Yeah.
Bad
I'll tell you this now.
Bad trip.
The bad fae are everywhere. Like, so
True.
they trace like all the fae, like so the Welsh fae. They make you think, oh, they're all swell and good. No, man, theirs is all tied in politics, and they will muck with people. They will like, same with Greek gods and stuff. They will muck with people's lives. You've got like so many like little sneaky bits here and there, and it's like, I don't want anything to do with that. Thank you very much. Like, my partner at one point, we were on like a late night walk. He goes, there's like a bit where the mist has come down onto this neighboring field, which got like this archway going through and stuff. And he's like, God, that looks like a portal to another realm. And I literally, he goes through, and I'm like, I'm not going through there with you. Are you fucking crazy?
I'm not gonna see
And then
you.
he's like, no, come
Bye.
through, come through. And I'm like, the only thing I'm thinking, and the only reason I would have gone through, is I'm looking back at the car, and I'm looking at him. And it's like nighttime and stuff, right? And I'm like, man, if he disappears, I need those car keys. Like, that's all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking. I did not go through there. He eventually came back to me, and I was like, yeah, the only way I was gonna go through there if I was just gonna grab your keys and go. No.
Fair.
I gotta bully him about that later.
You absolutely can, yeah.
Alright. When you guys listen to music, do you listen to the lyrics or just go off of vibes? I'm going to amend this question slightly because I think it's interesting. You can answer the first question. It could be both, but like more so what you do with it. When you guys create character playlists for your characters, do you go off of the lyrics or the vibes? Because I think this is very interesting. But you can answer both.
I will go off of lyrics, but in where I put it in the order, I will put it in vibe order.
That's so real.
That's
I kind of go off both. I want them to match up, like both, but I put it in like, I try and put it in like a bit of a narrative and vibe order of like, you can understand like, okay, this section, this is when they're happy, this is where it goes wrong, this is the aftermath, this is where they are now. But if I in real life am trying to do things, I can't listen to, like, if like in college when I would write papers, I could not listen to songs that I not enjoyed. I needed to listen to songs that I couldn't understand. I would listen to like J-pop and Russian folk songs and Nyan Cat, and I would just Nyan Cat was my top song for like almost 2 years, not 3. It was my second song last year, but we got past it. Nyan Cat, the like Pop-Tart cat song, the na 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 na.
No, okay, all right, I know
Yeah.
what it is. Sorry, did you see my confusion? Where I was like, "What's Nine Cat?" Because
Yeah.
Nyan Cat, and I was like, "Nine Cat." Wow. what's
I've
Nine
always
Cat?
I've always said it Nyan Cat because I didn't have anyone to like say it to when I was first on the internet. So I've just old habits die hard.
I thought you said old cabbages die hard, and I was just like, my cabbages!
That's so true.
I'm more of a lyrics girly. Like, I have to be able to match up lyrics to the character themselves. However, I'm also very good at finding meaning in lyrics. So,
Sure.
for
You'll
the
make
most
it
part, the
work.
vibes, overall, the vibes do have to match. I have recently started putting them in order of, like, history and like chronological order, but in doing so I have to have like the vibes kind of like go in and out. Like, we can't have whiplash. If I put Mila's playlist on shuffle, it is the worst whiplash. We go from Magic by Bob to suddenly Haven't I Given Enough? Like, that's whiplash.
Real. I'll say when I do character playlists, very specifically, the first phone screenshot worth of songs that you see, I need it to encapsulate the character fully, like all aspects of them. So if someone was to look and just go like, "Yep, got it," and the rest is I'll add it throughout campaigns so I can see their journey throughout and do that. I'm gonna, because I think I am out of questions now, so please keep putting them in the chat, ask us questions, but I'll come up with a cool question because I think this is really fun. When it comes to your character, you have a theme song and then a soundtrack song. The theme song, the lyrics match their backstory, matches the vibes it's giving, and then the soundtrack song is the song that plays when they walk in but it doesn't necessarily, like, the lyrics don't have to mean anything. For example, I can say, because my baby boy, for Sasha, his theme song is I'm Not in Love by, oh, the fuck, who wrote that? Who did that? I can't think anymore. 10cc, thank you. And his theme song is Love Cats. Soundtrack song is Love Cats by The Cure. Go. If you have one, if you need to think about it, don't worry.
What was the question again? I'm sorry, I blinked.
So
for a second.
your theme song, your character's theme song, aka the lyrics mean the thing, and their soundtrack song, aka the song that plays when they walk in, which is like the vibes song.
Oh, BRB, go to Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, legit opening my Spotify. Where is it? We should probably share our character playlist, huh?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a the
joint
channel
playlist.
called Character Ref, and we can put our playlist there as well.
Oh, good
and
point.
stuff, and whatever you're willing to share. About
And
your
we
character.
also, I put it in the chat, we have a like curated party playlist, which is kind of for all of us and for the campaign in general, and that gets songs added to it like every session. So save it, follow that one, it's fun. And we also have a playlist called Did You Know It's 2005, which is a playlist of songs that are out during the campaign for vibes. It's bangers. I've been listening to it like all the time.
I think, so like, lyric-wise, I think lyric-wise, it's Sleeping Giants by the Crane Wives for Monique.
Bit of Crane vibes.
And then for the song that plays when she enters, I'm torn. I think always a good one is actually like something that's got like a good beat. Like I always think of something that's got a good beat for the hitting of like a hammer and an anvil. So I'm like torn between Glitter and Gold, but honestly I think I might just go with Back in Black by AC/DC.
Real.
I think for Monique, it's just got a good beat, and what I think is like the the ting of like the hammer with that and such.
I feel like maybe the character song for Jezebel would be "Dog Days Are Over" by Florence and the Machine. And then the entrance song might be "Too Sweet" by Hosier.
Oh,
Slay.
ooh.
Bit kind
Yes.
of, bit kind of whatever.
I would say that Mila's theme song is "I Bet On Losing Dogs" by Mitski.
Oh my fucking god.
God!
And
The
I
second
don't-
song has hit the playlist.
Oh god.
I don't quite have like an entry song, but I feel like one that could be used for edits personally would be For Morant, which is also known as Better Luck Next Time. It's just, I love the way that it click-clacks in my brain. Ah!
Yeah, let me track it down for you, Hunter. Messages don't come up for me, but I know where I can find it, don't worry.
I don't know if I want to drop
Hunter Cam
Mila's
said,
playlist just
alright,
'cause
I'm
y'all
gonna go
can
work
make
on some
noise."
shit, have a good one, and remember, drink diesel.
Motherfucker.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
Fair enough.
Begrudgingly.
Okay, we have some more questions. What is your character's worst fear?
I have it written down. I have it written down. Where is it? The way that my brain's like, I know this character, and then I'm like, I have to read to remember. Oh, yeah, that's so mean, but it's being unwanted is Monica's greatest fear, which I think she now knows isn't true, given the fact that the fear stemmed from being unwanted by Hephaestus, and I don't think she now believes that to be true. So I think her greatest fear then would actually have morphed from episode 3, and it would be to lose the people that love her, like as so yeah, I think that's hers.
Faye? Or Kiki?
I think similar to Monique's fear, it was like the worst fear would be that she meets Dionysus, and it's just true that he doesn't give a shit. Or that he kind of tries to act like he cares because he's trying to get something from her. Because that's just like, I can't even imagine that like you actually did care and you're protecting me. No, it's that truly you're awful, and now I kind of want to destroy you.
She's like, maybe Kaya had a point.
Maybe Kaya has a point.
Maybe I should join the bad guys.
It's
actually.
kind of, if that happened, Jezebel might turn into the bad guy.
Understand.
Kiki?
For Mila, I think like I feel like we all kind of share that similar fear of like, you know, are we actually being useful right now? But for Mila, I think specifically it's like fear of abandonment. It's being alone, but specifically by being abandoned.
Don't we like all have "What Was I Made For" on our playlist?
Yeah, every single one of us has that
Yeah.
song.
I actually
It's in the.
I don't think I do.
I put it in the group playlist.
But I can add it.
And
I
was
don't
like,
have
yeah.
it on. I don't have it on Mila's playlist because she like doesn't think that her mom has given up on her.
Oh, see, I think
Lily,
like
Lily.
so. Me and B were talking about it because we said to Maddie, I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got this one on there," and Maddie was like, "Who doesn't?"
Love. My DM love language is sending song lyrics and songs to my players, being like, "This is you." To destroy them. Like I've done it. I did it to B.
Yeah, you've done
a
that to
lot
me
because
as
B was
well.
like, "I don't do character playlists," and I was just spamming that chat, going, "This one, this one, this one."
This one.
I was like sending them lyrics to Sisyphus,
about this
where it goes like,
one?
"I had a house down there, but I lost it long ago," and I was like, "That's you, right?" Because, anyways, what are your go-to snacks and drinks when playing D&D? Pepsi
I
Max.
snack a lot during
and
D&D.
Ritalin.
Same.
If I can actually manage it, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of meat, just
A charcuterie.
charcuterie.
Little charcuterie.
So I usually have a lot of water with me, at all times whenever I'm streaming, so I can top up my cup, and that way I can measure how much water I've been drinking to make sure I have a minimum of 60 ounces a day. I have a cup of tea usually on the go as well. I usually have like biscuits or toast. Toast is such a big D&D comfort for me. Love me some toast. At the moment, I've got a lot of Norwegian stuff because my housemate, Hobbit's Tale, her mum came and brought like a bunch of stuff from Norway, so we've got like this caviar spread, which is so cool. It's so nice, delicious, and we've also got some like, I think it's called Brunwurst, where it's like this sweet brown cheese, and it is divine. That's like the creamiest shit I've ever
When you
had. So
say,
that's
like,
really.
caviar spread, do
I'm
you
once
mean-
again ravenous.
When you say
So
caviar
it's
spread,
the
do you
cavi-
mean like tiramisu, or is it different?
It's huh? Do I mean what?
Is it like pink?
Yeah, it's like pink. It's like a
Yeah.
squeezy tube.
That's I was talking about that on stream because I was like, oh, is it like when you give your friends tiramisu for the first time and you don't tell them what it's made out of? It's a dip which is made out of like fish roe, like fish eggs.
It's so
It's
good.
very good.
Divine. Delicious.
You say pink coming out of a
Truly.
tube, and truly, I
Yeah.
just think about
Mine's
tubby
in a
custard.
tub. Mine's in a tub. It's for dipping bicket.
You
Cracker.
cracker.
Crackers.
I don't know. I call them crackers. It's just because of how you say it. You're like cracker.
Cracker. Little cracker in the tiramisu.
Condensation.
Condensation.
Claire!
Thank you. What about you?
My snack changes because my food preferences cannot stay the same, but it's usually I have water and then I have a bottle to refill it. This is usually filled to the brim with fucking ice so it can cold my water. But I really like chicken in any format. I will take chicken
True.
nuggets. I will take chicken strips. Give me some dippy sauce. I'm good to go. I try not to eat during D&D as much though.
Yeah. For me,
But I want
Pepsi
to.
Max and Ritalin. What do you guys
best
as
snack.
players think Maddie is going to build up to? Maddie, I hope you have a good poker face.
I think it's
Oh.
all uphill from here. Nothing bad's gonna happen. We're
And
gonna.
nothing can go
Honestly,
wrong.
I think all our parents really care about us, are really gonna step up. It's
I
gonna be
think we have
great.
to just beware of whatever we fed to Maddie as our backstories, because I know for a fact she's coming with a throat punch on those.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's my. It's how I say that I love you.
I think Maddie is probably going to go down the route. Like, where I'm thinking we're going to be going with this is it's going to get out of our hands in the most insane way possible, and that we've been wrapped up in a plot that's far bigger than us. It's gonna be that thing where I think we get involved in Olympian shit and the Olympians go, who the fuck's kids are these? And what the fuck are they doing?
I
And
feel like
how
that
are they
was gonna happen
succeeding?
either way.
Come get your kids.
Yeah.
Why are they succeeding?
Come
Why are
get
they
your
winning?
kids.
Come
They
get your
don't
but
fight.
don't-
Yes,
No,
they
my
do.
circus, my monkeys, my circus, my monkeys, my circus, my monkeys.
I don't think it's going to be very Titan-based stuff, just because it's already lightning bolty. I think Maddie will steer clear of Titans. But Maddie's also really good at working out some little bits here and there. And I also accidentally stumbled upon a potential plot point when I made my backstory specifically. So I'm concerned about where that's leading us.
Anyways,
Greatly.
I have a character creation question from NB Demon. Did y'all choose the godly parent or build the character first?
I don't know about you guys, but I chose the character first because I was very much like, I either want to play a gunslinger or an artificer. And so I was like, artificer will be Hephaestus' kid and a gunslinger will be an Eros kid. And that was like my choices there. And then I've got hyperfixated on the idea of building my own class. I went, Maddie, I'm gonna go haywire for a hot minute. And then I went off.
Maddie, I'm taking the reins.
Yeah, it was
But
fun.
yeah,
You were like, can I
so-
build a subclass? And I was like, yeah, you can.
Go get him, queen.
This whole campaign is very like doing everything for flavor, doing everything for the vibes, and like a lot of homebrew, but it's good. We're all on the same page. The rest of you guys?
Kind of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Whenever I build a character, it usually starts with an idea, and then that kind of tumbles off from there. So the idea was I want to make somebody who's just so unfortunate that every bad thing can happen to them, and it's like a Ruth Goldberg machine almost. The fact that bad things keep happening. And then I was like, well, I can make them Nike or not Nike. Is it?
Taiki and
No, Taiki and then the other one.
Nike is
victory.
Yeah. No, I'm not thinking of Nike. Ah, my brain is
Oh,
escaping
Eris.
me.
I think you were looking at Eris?
I don't remember. Ash's mom, isn't it?
Oh, Nemesis.
Nemesis. There we go. I'm thinking of the Roman version, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it was between those two, and I was like, Taiki. And I just kind of went from there. I don't think of classes when I start characters usually.
I
Figured out.
didn't really think of a class for Jezebel at first. But it was very much like literally the week before like I applied for this that like I had just been thinking about like, God, wouldn't it be so fucking cool to do a Camp Half-Blood game? I want to make a child of Dionysus so bad. Someone who's just fucking crazy. And then I was like, oh my God, an opportunity. So Yeah, I sort of attached to Bard after like thinking about what subclasses would possibly work. I was kind of leaning towards Druid at first with like more like Druid craft and like I'm gonna make the grapevines do my shit. Um, but after thinking of like I want to lean more towards madness and go for like the College of Whispers Bard, and I was like, excellent. Not really magic, just
I
here to
think-
talk shit.
I think when we were talking about it, you were like going, like you were talking about maybe like multi-classing, and I was like, oh, hear me out. Fuck with people's brains, also knives, and then
Yeah.
I will give you the vine shit extra, okay? Whispers Bards art can be fucking broken. They are insane, which I love. Which Greek myth are you guys excited to meet? Since we've already met the Cyclops, I'm curious. From NBD.
Like in terms of monsters, or like in terms of any Greek myth that possibly has reincarnation?
Any.
I feel like it'd be interesting to meet Echo. Just from a standpoint of like, hey, you've been so fucked with by the gods.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would love to meet Athena and talk about how she is literally almost the worst, pretty much. Because I have a bitterness towards Athena from the myth of Arachne, and I think that's something Monique, as a crafter, would take very personally against Athena. I think that would be a really fun interaction.
Yeah, I have some stuff with, at least involving Athena down the line, which I'm excited to explore. Like I've mentioned before, even if they never show up, I'm like constantly writing monologues that I give myself little like tropes or prompts for from the perspective of certain figures in Greek mythology. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but yeah, there's been some stuff with Athena. It was like 3 a.m. I was going a bit crazy.
B kind of put this in my head because we were talking one night, but if King Midas was around, that would be so interesting to encounter.
You might encounter him. He's one of
Maybe.
the judges in the underworld, I believe.
Damn.
Did I make that up?
Damn!
God damn!
I'm not sure. Can't remember.
One of
Is
the
it weird that I think it would
kings.
also be a fun fight? I'll regret saying that later, but hey, you can't touch me. I got gold hands.
Yeah, he is.
Ah.
Minus Rahadamanthus and Iacus. I usually look up the pronunciations for shit before, which is why I say them so confidently. But yeah. I'm right? God, I'm so smart. Ugh. Anyways. Anyone else? Oh wait, no, you all went. For me.
What
I
about
think
you, Maddie? What do you want us to encounter?
So how I've made this is I know where everyone is, and there are like multiple solutions to every problem of like which one you're going to like choose, if that makes sense. And I know which ones I really want to happen because I think they would be cool. But honestly, I'm a fan of all of them, and I think they're all fun. Plus, I think like whatever, this is for DMs. Whenever you have like a thing that you love, you can so easily reflavor it and slot it in somewhere else. Like, it's so easy, it's fun. But I definitely am keen to try to, if I can, include a lot of the figures that were underexplored or not explored at all in Percy Jackson. But also I like to include a lot of the like beloveds, but in a different way, if that makes sense. So yeah, I definitely have figures that I'm excited to see show up for sure. I think that's all of the questions updated at least. trying to think of something that I'm curious about. How do you think your character will feel now that they no longer have a quest or no longer have instructions about what to do next?
I think Monique is more comfortable without someone's predetermined idea of what their story should amount to. So I think she'll be more comfortable and at ease without looming instruction, you know, in that sense, and having more like guidelines than actual rules. You know, like that's she feels freer from that. I think will be the point forward. She might be a bit more relaxed, despite the. Well, we'll see how she goes.
I'm watching Faye think on it.
I'm thinking because
She's
part
ruminating.
of it is that like
Marinating.
Jezebel doesn't at the end of the day care about the gods, is very like they're going to do their bullshit and I don't want to get involved with it. But if someone she considers not even like a friend but like a demigod, like a comrade, like if Monique is hurting, then she's like, okay, how do we fix this? How do we help? How do we do something that will at least stop this boulder running down this hill? R.I.P. to Sisyphus. But like,
Shout out to my boy.
shout out to my boy Sisyphus.
Shout out to
The ball is rolling up.
I dive in no service.
But there's like a certain point of like, it's like, Monique, do you want us to do something about it? Like, is very much like, isn't going to take charge of like, all right, gang, let's fix it. But is just kind of like, sort of the same thing that like she asked Hephaestus before shit went down of like, do you want us? Do you want help? That's the sort of like, other than that, if no was said, then Jezebel's like, all right, so do you want to stick together? 'Cause otherwise, I think I might just like bounce and like, I don't know, maybe go visit my mom. Haven't seen her in a few years.
Kiki?
I think Mila is just gonna panic. The most appropriate response. This was cut and dry, and now it is not cut and dry, and that is more concerning. This is her third quest, and to her, as of the moment, it's going to be the second one that has gone wrong. So, with just not having like a solid idea, because we were all looking at the prophecy and we're like, okay, yeah, this makes sense, this and this, we have an idea of like, you know, what has to be done. I mean, this ends a little bit shifty, I don't know what's gonna go on there, but like, from more or less, we can kind of understand and decipher it. You know, we put 6 heads together, we come out with at least some form of narrative, and then that narrative's ripped out from under the rug, and it's like, I don't know what to expect next, don't know where Kaya is, don't know if she's working alone. You know, like, who else is impacted in this? Is Zeus himself going to smite us because we were last seen interacting with Hephaestus? Like, there's a lot of questions, and it just makes her uneasy.
Fair enough. This is a question for me. How do you deal with adding new PCs in the middle of the story? I try my best to, the first thing you 100% need to do is give them a reason to be there and stay there. So usually I'll usually enter them with giving the party new information or moving the story along in some way and being connected to something that the rest of the party wasn't previously connected to, and then making sure that they have a hardcore reason to stay with that party, and then it'll just kind of all flow very naturally. Does Zeus even care? I don't know, I'm not a scientist.
She's just Zeus.
Wouldn't you like to know about it, boy? How excited are you guys for the Hades 2 video game, and are you gonna play it?
So excited.
So
So
I saw
excited. The
those
first
character
one was
portraits
so
and I
good.
went,
I've already started patterning Aphrodite's arm guards so I can cosplay her.
real.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So that will
Thank
be.
you.
Oh yeah.
God is
You-
real.
Truly, I owe it to every community to
I thank you for your service.
thank you, yeah,
dead
yeah.
in
It's
her Shut up.
but yeah, I looked at that pink naked lady and I was like, yeah,
Oh,
gonna cover myself in body
Finally.
paint.
a built-in
Again.
cosplay.
Period.
Literally. So yeah,
Alrighty,
I'm excited.
We're approaching the hour and a half point, which is when I said we would go. But are we wanting hour and a half? Cool. So if
I'm thinking of getting ready to bounce because I'm still thinking about food.
valid. So yeah,
fair
we'll
enough.
do that. So if anyone has some last questions for us before next week,
What's your questions?
maybe about like the last session that just happened, or to have it in the future, if you're curious to see like how things would change, ask us. Let us know. Well, they can just be really dumb questions too, because that's valid as well.
And if you can't
Yes.
think of any questions now, make sure you join the Discord and you can ask your questions then.
Yeah, because if you put them in the ask Q&A thingy, then I will collate them for next time. But yeah, because this is really fun, and we'll hopefully have like different people every week. You don't have to answer, but do you have canon sexualities for your characters and NPCs for Maddie?
Pan.
Monica's bi.
I don't think Mila knows yet.
Valid.
Ooh.
For my NPCs, Sasha's pan as well. Everyone is sexy. Hugo is Arrow Ace. Shannon. I think Shannon would be a little bit on the ace spectrum, just in the way that like maybe Demi in that way, but I think she has no preference.
Oh, being demigod was not enough. Oh.
Debbie squared. And Cressida. Cressida's for the girls. Cressida's for the girls.
It's for the girls and the games.
I don't know what other NPCs there are, but feel free to ask.
The only other two I can think of are children. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Rustwell asked how long did it take for Monique to process that Hephaestus died right in front of her. You say did as if it's happened.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Still happening. Still going on.
I guess we'll find out at the start of session 4 this Thursday.
Catch us there, here, actually,
Here,
Here.
at
in
11
this very box,
BST.
on that very screen.
Is there a moment that is canon in the Percy Jackson series that you low-key hope to see in game, whether it be a monster god interaction, dialogue, etc.?
In every universe, I hope Nico D'Angelo is real.
I'm pretty sure he is, right? And this, like they
It's
do
kind of
exist, but
like-
they're over
Probably
in
in a casino
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's kind of a bit of an AU as well, because like
yeah.
things are occurring at the same time that definitely would have been affected by like Camp Half-Blood would know about some of the stuff that might go down. So it's kind of an AU, but like we like to pretend that they're there.
It's like
the
an
same-
AU, but like you know how it is, like where
I'm
the
sure
main characters
someone-
from that one aren't actually doing the main
Yeah.
character shit we are.
I think someone could probably like string together a timeline and make it work, and that person isn't me. And that person
No.
is not me.
It's the same universe, but Percy doesn't exist.
It turns out
That one
Zeus
motherfucker.
had 2 lightning bolts and both of them have been stolen.
He had
Oh
his
my
main one, and then he
God.
had a backup one, and now they're both gone.
Luke stole the backup one.
Zeus was like, "It's okay, son. I'll go grab it." Where the fuck is it?
Oh Christ.
man.
Is Mother Cersei single? At the moment, yeah.
Is she?
She's given it a go and it didn't go too well for her. Well, she's fallen in love 3 times and all of them are dead. So,
That's rough, buddy.
but yeah.
But hey, she's got a lot of pigs, right?
There's plenty to choose from.
True. I think, yeah, because she had oh, by the way, in case someone's like coming for me, I did the Madeline Miller thing and I mixed the 2 Cersei myths together, like the Roman one and the Greek one, because I think they're really cool. But yeah, Cersei fell in love with a mortal guy who she then killed, and then Odysseus who died, and then Telemachus or the fucking other one, but Penelope and Odysseus' son, they got married.
Oh Christ.
Interesting.
Stepmom.
Oh, very Monica from Friends.
Yeah.
Listen, Richard was hot.
He was. That is not being questioned.
She's
So
gotta
hot.
stop going for men. True.
Oh.
True, real,
So
and
true.
accurate. Well, unless anyone's got some like final little like quips, or there was a question they didn't answer fully or have now thought of an answer for, speak now or forever hold your breath. Wonderful.
Did you get the one
Well-
from Sarah?
Huh?
Marie and I did the same joke.
Did you get the one from Sarah Flade 25 about the moment in Percy Jackson series?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I did, but do you
Yeah.
wanna
We did
answer?
that one. Where we were
But
talking
if you
about how it's
didn't-
like an AU.
Yeah, okay. I was
Do
like,
you
I
wanna
can't
answer?
remember the specifics.
If you have an answer because you didn't yet go, you can.
No, it's good. It's
Okay.
good. I was just making sure we got to them.
Fair enough. Alright, well, tell the people where they can find you. We can go down the line.
Say you first.
Okay,
you're
I
first.
did just look down and see it's me. You can find me in Gothic Fairy on TikTok, Gothic Fairy _ on Twitter, and Gothic Fairy Cosplay on Instagram because I cannot be uniform. I'm also on Start Playing if anyone's interested.
Fun!
Shout out to that. All right.
I'm Relentless. You can find me on Relentless on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can also find me on Start Playing as well, where I have opened up some games based on Curse of Strahd and using the Mask campaign that I've created for Rolling for Charity when I DM'd for them. You will also be able to find me very soon on a Vampire the Masquerade AP, which I'll be releasing links to once we've sorted out those. And you can also watch my previous AP episodes in Heroes of Bastion over on Tales of Notham, and those links are already in my link tree.
Hi. Hi, I'm Kiki. You can find me doing stuff all over the internet at Kiki Does Stuff or Kiki Do Stuff here on Twitch. Cosplay, gaming, D&D, we do it all. So feel free to stop by if you're feeling it. We're going to play some Helldivers later, so tune on in.
I'm Maddie, aka Madeloon, and this is my channel. So I'm doing something on Thursday night. It's called Dungeons and Demigods. You should totally come
Oh my
by.
god, what is that?
But the day before that, on Wednesday night, Baldur's Girlies unfortunately can't happen. Computer things are too much, but we're working on it. Instead, me and like 5 of my friends have been playing all the mods 8 on Minecraft for about a month, and all of us are far too powerful now and have quite literally millions of supplies that we decided that we were going to go live for like 3 hours and just see how quickly we could build a mine colonies village to act as our senate so our empires can negotiate. Negotiation is near and in between, considering at least 2 of us have nuclear arsenals and the rest of us are archmages with like millions of followers. So we're gonna do our best. It will be pure chaos, and we all have Yamcha at 11. So it will be the countdown to Yamcha, and we will just that's our time frame. Is we have to all go get Yamcha. But you should join us on Wednesday night because it's gonna be chaos. We all talk. We call each other like Counselor and Lord Mayor. It's kind of sad but hilarious. And then probably tomorrow night I'll go live and maybe play like Papa's Cheeseria again. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to join the Discord and add your questions in so we can answer them next time. We're either gonna do these today or like tomorrow, so Mondays or Tuesdays every week when we can. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you again to Hunter Camp for your very generous donations. Yeah, if you do donate, it'll tip me in anything. It goes like straight back into the campaign in all aspects. No, that's the wrong one. Because yeah, for like paying for music licensing, subscriptions for things, all of that fun stuff, yeah, it helped me. Thank you. Anyways, bye.
Bye.